The wild day on Wall Street. Stocks tumbled as prices for commodities like oil, wheat, and corn surged. Investors feared that widespread economic pain would come not only from the impact of the invasion, but from sanctions President Biden vowed to put on Russia. However, those fears eased back when Biden's new sanctions fell short of what some had suggested. The S&P 500 fell over 2.5% before rallying later to gain 1.5%. So joining me now to talk about the broader implications that this war will have on our economy is Craig Bolanos, the founder and CEO of Wealth Management Group in Inverness and Downers Grove. Craig, thanks for being with us once again. So there was a rebound today, but that was just for today in the markets. Tell us what this means long term, both like on America's economy, but also on, Americans' 401ks.
No, that's just right. One day does certainly not make a trend, but I think everybody's going to be relieved while they're watching our program tonight, recognizing that we didn't finish in the red. We had this fantastic reversal, nearly 1,000 points on the Dow, and the NASDAQ literally some 6% off its bottom earlier today. But longer term, you nailed it on the head. This ends up leading to higher inflation of commodity prices. Agriculture, specifically energy, those higher energy prices become what I call a tax on the consumer. That slows down and acts as a headwind for economic growth. But I still think if we look at the underlying picture, because investors just want to make sure that their 401k is not going to turn into a 201k, it doesn't look that the data is going to create a recession in the United States. So I think investors can breathe a sigh of relief and pay attention to the micro earnings and start moving forward.
Hope that's how it goes. Let's talk about the energy commodities that you mentioned there. Russia produces 10 million barrels a day. The United States, though, doesn't really import much of that here. But strategic reserves, do you think that will help keep energy prices from going way up here in this country?
Well, there's a number of things we can do, and that's one of the reasons I'm encouraged. There's a number of surtaxes on gasoline, heating oil, other things that we can curb to help lower the cost and the pain at the pump, the pain in the home. In addition to that, we have to take a look that there is supply that can come onto market. I'm certainly not here to set politics or strategery. There's people in Washington that can do that. But the reality is, if oil prices get too high, you can't flip a switch, but we can start moving back towards energy independence in the United States. So I think we have some tools at our disposal to prevent this from becoming a 1973, 1974 scenario, which is what a lot of people become fearful of.
But let me ask you, Craig, with inflation, with the pandemic, could all of this create a push back as we try to return to a sense of normalcy?
Yeah, it comes at a disappointing time. I mean, whenever this happens, it was going to be disappointing. There's the human element, but there's the financial element, which is really what we're doing in this part of the news. But if you were to say, based on the weight of evidence right now, with all that's happening, are we likely to, again, push into a recession? I just don't think so. Again, the consumer is doing okay. Corporate profits are just fine. And the jobs picture, that's been lost. We had great jobs data in January. We had some accommodative weekly job list claims today. And I think that points to support for the U.S. economy. But don't get me wrong, these are some headwinds that each of us as a consumer and business owners are going to have to navigate in the weeks and months to come.
This may be a tall order for just the remaining seconds we have left, but what would be your tips for personal finance and for investors in just a couple of words, if you can do that for each?
Focus on your credit score. Get your taxes done now. Set up for direct deposit on that refund so you have some additional cash on hand. And for the investors, pay attention to why you're investing. That's your allocation, diversification, rebalancing, and security selection. You focus on the blocking and tackling. You and your family will get through this to the other side.
Craig Bolanos with Wealth Management Group. Good to chat with you again. Thanks for your time tonight.
No, you're welcome.
So to come, the Bulls are back in action tonight.